Thanks, everyone. This is Greg Bem, one of the faculty librarians at Spokane Community College. And today we're going to be talking about Perplexity, but not Perplexity, the app, not Perplexity, the LLM tool that you can access in your browser, on your mobile device, on your computer through the app that is displayed here. No, we're going to be talking about Perplexity via its new browser, Comet. Comet, a personal AI assistant. This is the web page that you would get access to it through perplexity.ai/Comet. However, please note that this is not available to everyone currently. It is taking quite a while for it to roll out to all the people. You can click on download or get Comet, and you will be taken to a page where you can sign up for a wait list. I waited approximately 2 or 3 months before getting access to Comet, and I'm excited to show it to you here in its current iteration. It actually does show you what Comet looks like uh, briefly um, with this fun video down here on the main page, and then you can learn more on the Comet page and see it in action uh, by scrolling down. There's quite a lot of information here. However, it's not particularly useful if you can't immediately access Comet. But, it's nice to have the information available. Comet is here to a select number of people. Let's take a look. So when you first download and install Comet, you will be given this intro screen. I'm not sure if the audio is going to show up if I click audio, but I will. It has some nice atmospheric track playing in the background. When I hit get started, I will basically be able to import from any of my browsers all of the information directly into Comet if I want to. Most browsers have this functionality. I'm going to do this later because I don't know what I have. We'll just say Librarian SCC for now. And you can select a theme. There are all these particularly, again, atmospheric or cosmos oriented themes. Let's just do the dark blue here. I'm not sure if that's selected or not. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. And then you have a couple other options to do dark mode, light mode, or device settings. Um, and you can also select the color of the buttons you like, which is kind of cool. Makes the theme selection process a little interesting. You can select whether you want the browser to be your default, where you want the shortcuts, if you want it opened on startup, and if you want to send in data. And then let's hit start Comet and see what happens. So goodbye atmospheric music, and let's see Comet. So Comet, again, will look a little bit different based on your theme in terms of the color, but the structure is very similar to any browser that you have access to. Honestly, it is a bare bones browser. I believe it's built with mostly Chromium technology, and then otherwise it's just chock full of access to Perplexity, which, if you like using Perplexity, it may be a faster way to use Perplexity. So I'm going to hit close and see if I can use Comet without signing in first. And then we have a reminder that we can set it as a default. Uh, the homepage, the default widget here is a Perplexity widget. This looks to me identical to the interface that's on the Perplexity website currently. You've got time widget, you've got additional widgets. I am in Maine right now as I'm recording this, and a reminder that you can sign in. We're going to see if we can use this without signing in and see how far we'll get. We also have a button to try the assistant. We can edit our widget. And what is this invites? Invite a friend to Comet. So 0 invites available. I do wonder if I signed in, if that would change. I may sign in here in a moment just to see, but um, try Comet Assistant. So master your inbox and calendar. It will connect to your email, your calendar, your browser, and search history. That is exciting, but we're not going to do that currently. Let's just do a brief prompt here with the Perplexity interface. And oh, hey, check out Comet Assistant. It's listed as uh, integrated here right in the bar. Um, let's just see what it does if we look up recent Perplexity updates. And it looks like it's showing that it's provided a ton of new updates, including here in the Comet browser, voice control, voice mode improvements, etc. That's pretty awesome. So we have access to this. Let's go ahead and open a new tab. I have the same thing as before. And is it going to give us an auto populate? Yep. Um, let's try check this weather's forecast. Great. And it's providing the weather forecast. Okay. And then if I just type into the search bar, let's say, uh, what is fun to do in Maine in the rain? And instead of other browsers would typically go to a search engine with that prompt or that search phrase. And instead we have just another Perplexity answer for us. And of course, Perplexity provides those websites at the very top, the sources, and all of the other generated stuff. So, really, Comet, in my mind, is trying to replace the entire browser experience of the last 30 years and replace it with a browsing experience that centers the Gen AI, the LLM technology, first and foremost, starting and stopping your experience with Gen AI, and ultimately being able to do everything you would normally do. Can I add a bookmark bar? Yep. You can even bookmark prompts and return to them. And does it open? It looks like that's actually not work. The bookmark bar is not working with prompts, so that's interesting. But yeah, it's ultimately this browsing experience is just trying to pivot away from search engines and having websites be um, the center, and instead having, in this case, Perplexity be the center. So I wouldn't be surprised if other browsers do this or try to have the Gen AI tool be the center, the same way Google Gemini is currently being integrated across the board, and Copilot has tried in various ways. Perplexity also has this Discover section, which is essentially their front page. And this is not new. This has been around for a while, but this is providing access to, again, what you would normally find if you went to either another website or did a search in the search engine. Instead, it's just compiling and generating um, the way Perplexity does. And we can't actually use spaces without signing in, but ultimately we would be able to um, have sections of the browser for different tasks or readings or themes, etc. And using their spaces section, this could also potentially support workflow issues or workflow needs, especially if we're connecting to other information, other apps with the assistant. As you can see here with the drop down, it's all very similar to other browsers. There's some really cool additional ones, including casting. Um, it almost feels a little bit more like Linux in some ways and Firefox in some ways, though yes, I am confirming that we are connected to Chrome technology here, uh, which, for some people that might be an issue because of privacy. Um, and for other people, it might be an issue because they don't like Chrome. They don't like supporting Chrome. Um, Here we have this summarize tab. So next to this voice mode tab, we have the summarize the current web page tab. So this is just seamless integration, taking what's on the page, in this case, the Perplexity website, and it describes it. It's able to analyze it. If we go to, let's go to Spokane Spokesman Review and go to an article here, and Can we, how do we do this a second time? Here we go. We just click on it again. And well, this article would be pretty enjoyable and straightforward to read, I imagine. But maybe not. Look at this giant block of text. What are you doing, Spokesman Review? So instead, we have uh, a great summary here from Perplexity. There's probably a bunch of other features and exciting things to take a look at with Comet. Comet, as I mentioned multiple times, is emerging, and not everyone has access to it. So just the basic functionality is going to take a while to come out, but also there is going to be plenty of new things arriving. I think the money behind Gen AI right now, these companies that are really bringing in massive profits or at least investments from the industry, they have a big opportunity to reframe and change the experience through which we engage content on the web, and also how we read, how we learn, how we organize. So it's all very exciting to me. At the same time, all of the ethical issues that Gen AI in general has, these browsers, these new tools that will emerge need to be on top of that. So stay tuned. If you have any questions or want to see a demo that goes further into Comet, especially if you don't have immediate access, please reach out. I'd be happy to show you more or walk through some various functionality that I didn't cover here. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.